Let's get to it. Good morning. It's Matt Devine.
You arrogant. It was a comedian, Ari Spears, I
Oh
guess.
yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And a
He said you can't look you in the eye.
wait. See, this is what I'm saying.
I'm just asking.
This is what I'm saying. Is sometimes you bring out the animal inside of people. We keep our mouth shut. We don't talk bad about nobody. I didn't go back at him because I didn't care. But now that you bring it up, he's because he was begging to get inside of one of our movies or on our TV show. I hooked him up. I put him on a cartoon that we did called The Boo Crew, and I realized how crazy he was. He was a crazy man. So and what he's saying is, keep my name out your mouth. You have real black eyes. Keep with him.
Yeah.
Is that why?
We seen him get slapped up already on online. So
and here's the thing.
Like I said, he always got something smart to say, and I have no disrespect for any black man in this business or anything. Just keep our name out your mouth.
Keep
our name out your mouth.
Now, Mr. Ari Spears, you really seem like you have a lot of good.
Now, mind y'all, this motherfucker Ari Spears is super sensitive, continuously won't shut the fuck up, and continues to bring this negative energy that he invites upon himself. You know, it's one thing to call yourself speaking up for something. It's one thing call yourself knowing your worth, and then it's another thing putting your whole fucking foot in your mouth and also just shooting yourself. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for the same trap that Ari Spears put himself into. You know, he got too big for his britches, because I'll tell you one thing. He's not that fucking funny. He's kind of gross. A little nasty. But, hey, let's finish up. Let's get to it.
Common sense and emotional intelligence. Why did the Wayans brothers call you crazy?
Because I simply said, well, listen, I say what I said. So I said in the conversation that I was having with Vlad, I've been to various comedy clubs where the staff have told me, yo, when Sean comes here, they're not allowed to talk to him. He wears shades. You can't make eye contact. And I said this, man. I was like, no comic, I don't care how great you are, should be arrogant. Dave Chappelle is the best comedian of our generation.
Cool.
And he's one of the most humble dudes in the world. So
Ari Spears is not fucking Dave Chappelle, so terrible comparison.
my actual quote was, for Sean to be that arrogant, bruh, your talent doesn't match your arrogance.
And he's also wrong about that. Shawn Wayans, but all the Wayans brothers have come up doing their own thing. I mean, shit, I still talk about Major Payne. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they got another Scary Movie. So for you to also have been begging beforehand to be a part of something they created, and now you're, you know, basically saying you have no talent. Oh man, Ari Spears is going to continue to shoot himself in the foot, in the back, in the face, whatever it's going to be, until he can't shoot no more. He's going to run out of bullets eventually. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he uses his last one wisely, because at this point, bro, I think his career is pretty much done. Who not many more people are going to keep paying you for interviews.
If you're going to be that talented, you got to have Dave Chappelle-like talent. And your talent doesn't match your arrogance. Now, should I have said it? Maybe not. But I said it. It's out there. And he responded. Right. So that's when he called me the B word. And I'm just going to say this. If you've ever seen his stand-up is as lethal as a starter pistol.
Like,
come on, B.
I agree. But your stand-up ain't that strong to be going around. Hold on, Reese. Because I'm a powerhouse too. Hold on, I'm a powerhouse too. But listen, for you to go.
Nah, this is facts. And if that ain't the pot calling the kettle black, you know what I'm saying? Ari Spears is honestly not that funny. And you got to think about it like this. At a certain point, he doesn't care if they're funny or not. What he's trying to get, what he cares about is that these are comedians who have transitioned into businessmen, but they can also step back into their realm and be invited back into their realm. You get what I'm saying? Ari Spears isn't wanted, nor is he invited into into anything here, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not looking for fucking Ari Spears. I'm waiting on that next on this new scary movie though. I'll tell you that.
Go and say for you to go and say, hold on, for you to go and say that you don't like to perform in Mississippi because they can't read.
So let's address it.
That is you going to New Orleans, but you say I don't like to perform in Mississippi, which are their neighbors.
First of all, that was not. First of all, that was not in complete context. People made it seem like I said I hate the South.
This Mississippi, the South, they represent Georgia too. We all took it offensive.
Let me speak.
Go ahead.
I just performed in Alpharetta, Georgia for the second time at the club I can't say, but in Alpharetta, Georgia, that's the South. I just did a concert in Augusta, which I'd never been to, which prior to that, I was in Wilmington, which is East Coast. Augusta was better than Wilmington. I love all of Florida. I love, I haven't been in New Orleans since before the Katrina, but I've been here before. Have no problem with this. I love Nashville. I was specifically talking about Memphis and Mississippi.
Okay, what happened
my mother's
there?
from in Jackson.
Okay.
And what did I say? Shooting himself in the fucking foot. He's an idiot. Ari Spears is a complete and utter idiot.
Okay.
The club was, and let's be honest, the club was real ghetto that I did. And when I say this, listen, the stereotype is that Southerners are slow. That's a stereotype. We know that they are entrepreneurs. We know they are doctors, lawyers, but there's no funny in that. So you go with the stereotype. Let me bring it back to the roast. The Deist's job is to attack the obvious. So if you fat, you're going to get fat jokes.
All right.
If you ugly, you'll get ugly jokes. If you black, you'll get black jokes. So again, I'm going off the stereotype. It was very tongue-in-cheek with me. I got love for the South. When I said I'm an East Coast dude.
Oh my God. Somebody reported my TikTok for bullying. Okay.
I'm an East Coast cat. I shower with Tim's. I make love in Tim.
Yo, it's Big Ant the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I had the links in the description where you can watch the clips of the beginning in full from the Morning Hustle Show where Sean and Marlon Wayans had made in a recent appearance. And once Ari Spears' name came up, they addressed some things that he said in the past. And now the Streets Morning Takeover on Young Jock's show, where Ari Spears came through there and gave his response, as y'all just seen. And there's several layers to this right here because Ari Spears, for one, he jumped out there and said what he said first about them on Vlad. If you don't remember, you go back and see what he got to talking about Sean Wayans, and then we later find out that Sean Wayans that gave him a gig before, gave him a job, right, wrong, or indifferent. I think that most people will agree to disagree. You shouldn't jump out there and talk down on the man if you ain't even seen it yourself, because he only said that he heard this. And that's what Sean Wayans was saying right there. He said he a B-word, said, hey, man, we done seen what happened to him before when he got touched up. And then you even heard Ari Spears say right there himself, hey, man, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. I should have said it, but oh well, I said it. And then when he got to talk about Marlon Wayans on Vlad, you could tell at the beginning he was like, I'm not going to say nothing disrespectful, but he just found another way to kind of take jabs at Marlon Wayans. And I'm like, bro, if these dudes have gave you a job before, you got to think that this is kind of disrespectful and out of pocket to jump out there with him. Not to mention, like Marlon Wayans just said in the full, you ain't even cool with Vlad no more. But you was sitting up there talking down on me with Vlad during me and Vlad issues with Vlad trying to force him out there for the interview.
Exactly. I was just about to make that point. Like, he was talking shit about you to Vlad. And now look at him talking about Vlad. Ari Spears is
So that was wild in itself. But then if you peep right there, Shawty, stand-up comedian ATL, jumped out there and let him know, hey, I had some issues with what you had to say about the South. And when you go back in there, they talk more in depth when you watch the full about how Shawty, Ari Spears say, man, I caught your energy when you walked in the room. I knew it was going to be something. I could just read it and tell. Because what Ari Spears said, and he's not being all the way 1,000 with it, you wasn't just using that South stuff as just a simple joke. You've been campaigning that for a while. And it ain't even the fact that you saying that the South is slow. You went on to say that you don't the market of the South is not intelligent enough to get your jokes. This is why you don't like doing shows in the South. Now, it's a difference when people can tell this an actual joke that's funny as a point to throughout the years on the internet, not even just in certain elements of rap and hip hop. You doing this on the element of comedy as well in the business when people know, like you just said yourself, people got degrees, people intelligent, everything in the South. Not to mention what people been having go on with the East Coast for years, where the East Coast really try to stereotype the South like they slow, and then he started talking about people in the South using broken English when it's like, Eric Spears, nobody in America is using correct English when we talking about the colonized language that came over here from England. So what are you really saying at that point in time? And then, like I said on the other videos, and certain people didn't want to agree with it, they start talking about how I be talking and speaking, talking about, oh, you country, look how you talk, look how you use.
Nah, he got a little country twang, but shit, I don't even complete all my damn sentences anymore. Sad enough to say, like, I don't know what they hating on him for.
The words you use them incorrectly. Like I said before, you can't put me nowhere in the world on God's green earth or nobody from the South. Put us in a room anywhere with anybody, have us talk. Ain't nobody gonna say we don't understand what they saying or we can't comprehend what they trying to get across. Everybody understand our language regardless. Just because we might speak differently, we got certain slang or broken English or certain accents, that don't mean that we all slow, bro.
Nah, actually, if you pay attention, people from the South try to be very articulate when they speak, simply because I think they know the misconception that they either that they don't speak well or they speak in broken English. There are people from the South that are very, very articulate. Meet a military South guy, motherfucker. Well, you gonna meet your country bitch, but you gonna meet that articulate dude who says everything with a razor sharp point.
Because it's a bunch of slow people on the East Coast too. So here, brother, with that narrative, he's saying, well, it's not in correct context. I was joking. That's just a joke that I'm telling. But you've been campaigning that for a while, and it ain't what you said, it's how you said it. Oh, I don't really do shows in the South because they can't really understand my jokes. All right, come on. He said that on Dion Cole's show. But I ain't gonna lie, Eric Spears, you do a lot of nonsense, you do a lot of stuff, but it is entertaining to watch it and cover it. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. It's good. It's good. I hope you keep it going, bro, because it's keeping you relevant. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. I see Vlad came back and dissed him in the comments talking about, oh, he doing another free interview. That's what I be telling y'all. He don't care about that, Vlad. He know that that's your hustle. That's your grind. You just in it for the business. People are gonna do interviews all across the country for free because that's the way it's always been. That's what it's always was. Of course, people were getting paid for interviews here and there, under the table, whatever. Yeah, show me some love, whatever. But you'd have made it a part of the business and used it as a part of, hey, I'm in control here. So they look at it like you a lick. It is what it is. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show.
Nah, bro. Yeah, shouts out Urban Politicians TV, bro. But oh yeah, we should definitely tap in because I was catching up on this whole Aiden Ross and Ray J. Like after Ray J got knocked out, oh man, she got sick.
This Aiden Ross and Ray J drama is terrible, horrible, bad. One of the worst things I've ever seen on this internet. Aiden Ross is telling people behind the scenes that Ray J committed federal crimes. Ray J is accusing Aiden Ross of violating protocols that could get Brand Risk shut down forever. This situation is terrible. The beginning of this entire saga is this moment right here after the Ray J and Super Hot Fire fight. Ray J took the mic and essentially alluded to Super Hot Fire and him having a deal that was broken and that cost a lot of people a lot of money. We could only assume this meant the fight was meant to be rigged.
You don't deserve to talk to him. What the fuck was that? You done got a good ass haircut and then came here and got stunned.
Yo, I thought we had a plan.
What the fuck you just say?
Nah, Ben the Don. Ben the Don funny as shit with the suit on, bro, because the way he pulled up to get that mic was hilarious. Second of all, I'm sorry, bro. I feel like y'all shouldn't be taking Ray J serious. This is the same dude who said he was touched and some other stuff. Like, I don't think we should be taking Ray J too serious.
Hot, super hot. Come here. Come on.
Like a motherfucker, bro. Damn, bro. Like that? For real, my nigga?
I think that Chris Brown in the back laughing.
That's janky as fuck.
Look,
Nigga,
like,
say what you gotta say, man.
He playing a role, bro. Like,
I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but damn, my nigga. We took a L tonight.
No, you
we
took
didn't
it.
take shit. Your ass was over here. You want me to show you what you did?
Like I was saying, bro, like they
Where
can't be
was
taking
y'all
this shit
at?
serious.
You were somewhere around this rain bed sign, and he took one punch. Hey, what? Ray J, this is professional, man. You can't just do what the fuck.
I gotta talk to the nigga about.
Y'all talk backstage. I ain't even gonna interview y'all. Super, come here. Super.
Bro, Ray,
Money we love.
like, bro, Ray J just, he's just so annoying, bro.
Nigga.
We didn't think you was gonna win, so how y'all lost money?
The only thing worse than rigging a fight that's regulated by the government is confessing to rigging a fight that's regulated by the government. I hope this wasn't what Ray J was doing. But saying things like, man, we lost a lot of money tonight. I thought we had a plan, bro. We took a L tonight. Come on, bro.
Nah, that
Aiden
shit
Ross
was
and
funny.
Brand Risk thought that's what Ray J was saying or alluding to. So they launched an investigation into Ray J and Super Hot Fire.
When it comes to Ray J, for example, saying what he said, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I need to figure out what the fuck went on, bro.
Nothing,
I do.
I'm sorry.
Ray J,
nothing went
obviously,
on.
what he said after the fight, Super Hot not throwing a fucking punch, like in the first round.
Bro, Super Hot literally was gassing him out. Ray J ain't no fighter. Super Hot knew that. Like, I don't think, like, Aiden needs to step in the ring himself so he understands the art of the deal. You know what I'm saying? When you're fighting, you don't gotta go in there completely gassing up just so you can gas out. You know what I'm saying? And someone like Super Hot, who's been fighting for as long as he has experience. He's not going in there just to throw a few punches and hope to get the dub and dance around. He's now turned into an amateur boxer, so he has skill and technique. He know what he doing. He can feel out his he already knows his opponent damn near before he even get to swing it. Not saying he gonna win, but like he can feel that energy. Like you just know when you dealing with dogs and when you dealing with a fuck around.
We need to look into that. We need to investigate that. Super Hot has been nothing but a great fighter. And he's been great, and Super looked like himself in the second round. Now, do I know why Ray J said what he said? No, I don't. And we're going to figure it out. Jordan and I have taken it very seriously. We don't like that shit. I don't understand. I really don't.
Nah, that shit was
so
crazy.
I'm going to get to the bottom of that, and I'll figure it out. The actual fight wasn't rigged. Like, he knocked Ray J out. He might have been like, oh, bro, like, we must win money. If Super got knocked the fuck out, or if Super lost, that would have been a different discussion. But Ray J got knocked out. So technically the fight wasn't fucking with people's money because Ray J did knock him the fuck out. When supposedly, oh, you weren't supposed to do that, bro. We took a loss that night. So
that's just not real.
I was told Brand Risk ain't too upset at Super Hot because ultimately the fight was not rigged. He did knock out Ray J. So if the fight was meant to be rigged, he didn't rig it. Now, they are a little upset that if Super Hot knew something, he never told them beforehand. But that's as far as they are when it comes to Super Hot because he didn't really do nothing wrong. He still knocked out Ray J.
I don't think he knew.
Now, here's where the tricky games begin. Ray J gets notified he's under investigation by Brand Risk. Ray J is also notified that Brand Risk is getting, the government involved, the feds involved.
Oh, shit.
Right? The Nevada Commission is now involved. So now what do Ray J do? Ray J checks himself into the hospital and begins to say, yo, the Nevada Commission, Aiden Ross, they cleared me through misconduct. I have heart problems.
Bro, oh my God. You know what's so crazy about this, though? When I saw Ray J fighting, I had to like. You ever get a little bit in the video and you like look at it, you like, nah, let me run this back, bro. Like this might be AI. Nah, bro. Like I was like, why the fuck? He was dying.
I had like a minor heart attack a couple of months ago. Under no circumstances was I supposed to get cleared for this fight. Now I'm badly injured. It felt like Ray J was setting this up to also threaten brand risk. Hey, you get the feds on me, you get me involved with any police stuff, I'm gonna make sure brand risk gets shut down for misconduct for allowing a sick man to fight.
But doesn't that just seem a little weird? Like, why would I'm sitting here trying to rationalize Ray J? What am I doing?
Terrible. It's bad, bro. Come on,
We told you your heart is not gonna hold up there for too long, bro. We told you that, bro. You just wanted to do it for the how do you say it, for the thrill of it. You like the thrill way more than yourself, bro. Come on, man. They took you over?
No. And then the sad part about it is, look at like Ray J. Ray J don't even understand if he's really playing with his life, because at the bottom, all he got is all his little social tags. All like, this shit is so sad, bro. Like, this streaming shit was never supposed to be like this. Like, it wasn't supposed to go be something for you famous people, really famous people. Well, I don't know about Ray J being really famous, but famous enough people to just jump to this so you can get a bag as well. Like that it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now they're turning it into this, like, it's almost like being an actor, you know what I'm saying? You're starting to see more famous people on streams together. They're doing double streams. They're trying to, you know what I'm saying? The system that was just created from streamers has been taken over by these famous people, the blue faces. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And they could be, yeah, they're entertaining, but it's just like, well, they weren't holding the camera out and just doing this shit before. But it's like somebody dangled that little check in front of him, and now it's like this nigga not even taking care of it. Like, he probably over there on a computer looking at his goddamn analytics right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no care for this. Like, this nigga don't care.
I took myself up here. They didn't care.
They took yourself up? They didn't even let you in here, like with an ambulance or nothing?
No, but I'm saying after the fight, I just took myself up here.
You're a grown man.
Is that why the fuck you disappeared? And we were waiting for you in the back.
The promoters didn't care about me.
What? Who? Do you have names?
Brand Risk and all of them.
Who? Brand Risk?
Yeah, this man's a grown-ass man whining.
Aiden, none of them. They don't care about the fighters.
They don't care about the fighters.
Never after.
Ray J did one fight, and now they don't care about the fighters. It's like, stop.
They didn't care.
Do you remember when they didn't even let us in the back?
Terrible. There was just it was a terrible people to work with.
Ray J just doing a whole lot of capping, bro.
Did anybody try? Nobody tried to reach out from their team at all? I mean, we know we can't reach you out because your fucking phone is
Nobody
dead.
tried to reach out.
You just don't want to talk to nobody right now?
Oh, stop.
I had to bring myself to the hospital. Then I've been stuck in here ever since.
They're not letting you out?
No, it's bad.
Is there like a doctor that we can talk to? Is there just like...
Nah, it's bad.
No,
Come
it's
on.
too late.
So how long are you going to be in here for?
Maybe a few more days.
WAC 100 would also confirm that before this fight with Ray J even took place, that he told Aiden not to let Ray J fight. He told even academics that he don't think Ray J should fight because Ray J just had a minor heart attack. And WAC will say, yo, he did everything in his power to try to stop this fight from happening, but they kind of ignored him and let Ray J fight anyways.
What I tell you yesterday? What I tell you?
You said you didn't know anything about the fight. You wouldn't let it happen.
What else did I tell you? There's
Nah,
no way
this shit.
what?
You said there's no way he should be fighting.
Because what?
You said he had a heart condition or something.
I hate how Wack talk. Like, it's like he always trying to lead a motherfucker. Like, he do be fedding, bro. Like, why are you trying to lead me to some shit? Like, or prove, like, I ain't performative niggas.
Some health issues.
There's no way he can pass a physical.
But he must have clearly did, though, right?
Bro, listen, bro. Let me tell you something. It's in the blogs. The world knows. Within the last 6 to 9 months, dude had a mild heart attack. Bro,
right.
I have a fight situation. Nothing but sports. When 600 took a knee, when he took a knee in the fight, they restricted him for boxing for 90 days.
Damn.
He couldn't fight nowhere for 90 days.
Wow.
So you telling me a motherfucker who got a heart attack on his motherfucking medical record that the world has saw?
Nah, that
you
was
let him
crazy.
get in the ring? You seen what I text Aiden? What I text Aiden? I said, hey, you putting Ray J in the ring? I just thought it was a bunch of trolling shit. You know, he over there with
That's wild.
Rampage and you know what motherfuckers do today on streaming. I ain't paying it no mind. I text Aiden. I said, hey, are you putting Ray J in the ring? Is that what I'm saying? Because I didn't believe it.
Nah, it was that ass.
Mm.
I would have never, bro. You talking like Ray J MMA? I'm like, nah, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. Look, I told Aiden, I said, yo, bro, no way he passed a physical. The nigga was taking 6 medications, bro. It's not possible.
Here's what appears to be happening. Now, if Ray J is on 6 different medications, that's verifiable. If Ray J had a minor heart attack, that's verifiable. If Aiden Ross and his team of doctors knew Ray J probably shouldn't have been fighting, but still, just kind of
That's what it seems like they
under the
did.
table, look past a couple of things, then Aiden Ross and his team of attorneys is probably going to be held accountable as well. But again, that's something very minor opposed to the grand scheme of things, right? Like Aiden Ross and them probably get fined, get sanctioned if Aiden Ross and them is guilty. If Ray J is guilty, that's some time in prison. Right now, where the situation is at is out of Aiden Ross's hands. The Nevada Commission is involved. And if they find any wrongdoing, the feds are getting involved.
I hope.
Now, I'm going to tell you this.
I hope not.
Aiden Ross believes firsthand that he has an idea, a good idea of what exactly went down. Now, I don't know. Aiden Ross probably has that idea because he probably spoke to people in the situation. So, he told academics, I guess, the full story, but I think academics didn't want to share the full story, right? Because he don't want to know like what to leak or not. So I'm gonna fill you guys in on what academics did not say, but let's hear from academics first.
Ray J, get your ass up, walk out that hospital, and trust me, you're walking away with the win just by walking away. This is a nasty situation here. First and foremost, I'm not here to defend Aiden, and I just talked to Aiden about this.
Crazy. Like,
Aiden got all the proof that their doctors checked this motherfucker twice. Like there's nothing like I get, people are gonna say whatever, but if you think that a Nevada Boxing Commission or Nevada Fighting Commission allowed a fight to happen with the guy who didn't pass a physical, did not get checked by doctors, whether before or after, come on, you're not dealing with amateurs here. Ray J made the choice to fight, from what I'm hearing, and it appears that after the fight, now he's trying to lean back on his previous medical conditions to make it seem like this particular fight should have never happened, and he should have never been put in the ring like he's a child. Ray J, please, get up on out of that bed. Actually, I'll keep it a bean why you should get up on out of that bed. From what I'm hearing, it's a strong possibility they're trying to throw your ass in jail.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm hearing that there was some nasty things that occurred that they are investigating, and none of it got to do with your health. Okay? There's heavy allegations that you might have to answer for that you try to rig a fight. Like, if you hear what, it sounds so nasty. They're saying that Ray J tried to rig a fight and had almost $1 million betted on him. Except,
how the fuck? Who? What?
Fight didn't get rigged. He got knocked out. I hope this is not true, and let's not talk more about it, because that would be a crime. That's actually a crime. That's jailable shit. So get your ass up out that bed. You're not sick. I rock with you, Ray J, but let's not get you arrested here for some dumb shit you tried to do. Okay? You should never been in the boxing ring, not because of your health, because you can't fight. That's it. It's okay. All right? You should get your ass up out that bed before you end up in handcuffs. I'm telling you, I hear this is being investigated, and everybody is folding. So this is time to back about that bed. Like, I'm good. Okay? I would also say this is only making it worse for yourself, because the more you actually try to blame the people who put you in the ring, it's now going to expose what you have supposedly taken part in. And if it's not true, I would love for you to address it. The rumors are going around that you.
Ray J's not gonna address that shit. He doesn't do it, bro. Ray J is not serious about shit, and that's the worst part about this. He really thinks everything is for fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything's for a view or to be funny or for $1. Like, bro, you can't just say anything.
Try to rig the fight. You put $1 million on yourself. And you lost. That's rumors. I'm hoping it's true. First of all, we gotta laugh at if you really galvanized $1 million, bet it on yourself, and still lost. Ray J, I'm hoping this is not true.
Here's what Aiden Camp is telling people. And I know this firsthand because I got the information too. Here's what Aiden Camp is telling people on what, from their knowledge and their investigation, what took place. They believe that Ray J at some point confronted or met up with his opponent, Super Hot Fire. Ray J brought some gang members with him. Now, during this confrontation or during this meeting, they told Super Hot, hey,
gang members,
you either rig this fight and get paid a lot more than you will get from brand risk, or I'm not fighting you and the fight is off and you won't get paid from brand risk. Now, I was told, again, this is allegedly, right? Because clearly Ray J is innocent until proven guilty, but this is what Aiden Ross and his team is telling people. Now, I was told Super Hot continued with the fight regardless, and he just didn't rig the fight, right? Like, they asked him to rig the fight, he just didn't rig it, right? So he knocked out Ray J. Now, from Super Hot's perspective, again, this is not what I heard from anybody. This is just me using common sense. Mm-hmm. If Super Hot is told, hey, if you fight, you won't get paid, right? No, if you don't rig the fight, you won't get paid. He might be thinking, I can just agree to rig it, and then when we actually fight, I'll fight for real and knock him out. Ray J was the heavy underdog in this fight. So if you're betting $1 million or you're betting a large amount of money on Ray J, you expect a high return. And if you're being told, if you bet on Ray J, it's a guaranteed dub, we got the homie in the back pocket, he gonna let me knock him out and we gonna be good. Well, if you don't throw the fight and you knock out Ray J, well, you got some very unhappy people who probably is coming for blood. Now, I was told personally, all right, Aiden Ross and his team believes that that's what happened. Ray J confronted Super Hot, told Super Hot, if this is not rigged, I'm not fighting you. You won't get paid. Super Hot probably told Ray J, okay, cool, but then still knocked out Ray J anyways. People lost a lot of money, right? Again, I was told it was more than $1 million. That somebody bet $1 million total.
Nah, bro. If that was the plan, to bet $1 million on Ray J to win, and you seen him get knocked out, oh shit!
Like just one person on Ray J. But I was told there were other very large bets as well that was like irregular and unusual on Ray J, because Ray J was the underdog who never had a professional fight before. Now, after the fight, I was told from Aiden's team, that Super Hot was supposed to come and link up with the other fighters. He went through the back and drove all the way back to LA instead of going to the fighters' hotel at the Palms, which would clearly state, that he knew that probably Ray J and others would be looking for him, and he got out of town and got out of Dodge. I don't know, man. Like,
he said, I'm going.
If this did happen, if this was the case, I don't think Ray J should have said nothing. I don't think Ray J should have even brought up, hey, bro, we took an L, we lost. I don't know, man. I think boxing is not Ray J thing. This was like a one-off lick for Ray J. Super Hot Fire is the boxer. Brand Risk is his bread and butter. It's his gravy. So,
nah, you want to know what I think Ray J thought was going to happen? That if, I think he thought if Super Hot knocked him out, he would do this, and that's what he meant by he won't get paid either. He thought he had him in some kind of trap, I think, because that's the only thing that would make sense in this instance. Because why the fuck would Super Hot sit here? And like they said, he already, he's the guy. He's been winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't make sense for him to lose. But why would he even go through all that trouble just to, you know what I'm saying, lose and not get paid at all? He might as well knock you out, because I'm pretty sure Super Hot's smart enough to know if he did rig anything, then he really wouldn't get paid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. I think that was a dumbass plan.
If this did happen and, and Super Hot didn't go along with it and he knocked you out, then take the L, take the lick and figure it out. But making it so public, saying that out loud, saying that in a ring, to me, what that is, hey, if I'm going down, if I'm on the hook for these M's, I'm gonna make sure you don't ever get a fight on brand risk again by making this like very public, by making sure that brand risk investigates you, and now it's impossible for them to bring you back after all that happened. I don't like this at all, man. I think it sucks. I really like Ray J. I really like and love Super High. That's like my brother. So this is just bad, man. You feel me? This is just horrible, bro. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? If you're still watching this video and, you want to watch another good video, then click on this video right here to find out how does DJ Vlad interview just expose this pathological liar. She's an absolute fraud and she got exposed.
Bro.
I'm going to see you guys.
That shit was crazy. That was crazy, bro. Like, what the fuck? I can't even... I'm so confused, though. What was his plan? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, what the fuck was his plan? Like, oh, man. I actually saw this Dean the Great getting arrested shit, and I don't know how the hell this happened. Adrian Broner, AB did a video talking about falling out with this nigga Dean over some bread. Now, the thing about it is, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Like, man. He's super fucked up, though. Like, a lot of people are fucked up this week. Let me tell you something. Let's get one more in. All right.
A model of FaZe should be a talent management business. It was not the answer. Me personally, I funded it, lost $7 million in 2025.
I wonder what could have cost him $7 million.
What the fuck? Yeah, I'm good. Yo, they're going. So 1, 2, 3 monitors. A camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bear bricks. The subathon award that you can never get back. Damage here. Damage here. Damage here.
Yeah, maybe that's why. For years, kids have dreamed of becoming big in the content creation space, teaming up with a collective of like-minded individuals, and then forming some sort of content and streaming group. But year after year after year, failed attempt after failed attempt after failed attempt, that bubble keeps getting burst. But this time it was supposed to be different. When Matt Kalish took over the FaZe organization and decided to financially back it, people thought that FaZe was safe. FaZe was back. The numbers reflected it. The vibe reflected it. Everything reflected it except for the balance book. Matt Kalish exposed how detrimental it is for somebody to take on this as an endeavor, and ultimately ushered in a warning saying that this type of content creation, group style, talent management can no longer exist in the space. But during his interview, I do think that he said a couple things that the core boys can take advantage of and work in their favor, and I definitely want to talk about it. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's going to go a long way for the channel. Join my group. Join our group here at O-Block. We can become the newest group channel in the community. Now, back into the video. For years, a content house was supposed to be the ultimate cheat code in content creation. You get a bunch of like-minded individuals together who make similar content to you, force them into a mansion, give them access to cameras, chaos, friendship, dramas, parties, and streams, and the content should pay for itself. Millions of views should magically appear, and for a while, it actually worked for the FaZe Clan. They became one of the biggest groups in the internet, full stop.
And the streamer award goes to FaZe Clan.
First thing, I want to say thank you to anyone who voted for us. This year, we did our second ever subathon.
I've been a part of this for almost 15 years now, y'all, a part of FaZe, and I think I can confidently say this is the most proud I've ever been of where FaZe is at. Everybody on the stage.
Listen, God is great. God is good. All glory be to God. FaZe up, man.
And while they were seeing success out in the main front, behind closed doors, the people who were crunching the numbers were panicking very badly. Some would say that eventually the FaZe Clan would go through some of the same tropes that other content houses went through. The creativity slowing down, the friendships started to fall apart, the streams become repetitive. And suddenly these giant mansions started to look less like dream homes and more like prison cells for content creators to just pump out content. Now, this situation is similar to like when you go out with your friends at a restaurant, everybody's drinking, having a good time, ordering all the foods, all the appetizers and everything like this. But there's somebody that's looking at how much we're spending and saying, hey guys, we should probably slow down. They're checking the numbers while nobody else cares. The person who was looking at the bill in question was Matt Kalish. Just last December, when everybody left the organization, Matt Kalish took to Bloomberg to say in an article that the current financial structure of FaZe is unsustainable. He gave the influencers who operated from a multi-million-dollar Los Angeles mansion the option to go independent or sign deals with Hardscope. He ended talks with them last week and plans to continue on without them. He'd also claimed that he invested $10 million over the past 18 months to expand the content creators' careers. But what really stuck out to me is the concept that it was unsustainable. This is a group who pulls in tons of views, tons of
course it's unsustainable, because at the end of the day, no matter how much they're bringing in, unless there's better deals somewhere or something like that, or you have a good deal with these people and there's actually rules established, of course they're gonna do what the fuck they want. Come on now. You're always gonna end up fishing out more when the people you're fishing for ain't bringing in half of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just no even trade.
Numbers, all these different things, and it doesn't make sense how there's not any money involved. But we finally got to hear from the horse's mouth himself, and I can start to see why this whole situation was something that they both needed to separate from.
Cost of buying FaZe Clan was about, off the public market, buying out the shareholders and all that was $30 million or so. You know, the company was losing at $1.3 million a month. About that cut down to about $1 million a month of loss. Things I thought, yeah, we're in a pretty decent spot up until maybe the summertime. And my experience with it was there was no kind of opportunity there to turn it into a real business under this talent management model, let's just say. Ricky, I think, cared a lot, did everything he could to get engagement from a lot of the, you know, the former talent, the new up and comers. But at the end of the day, FaZe was kind of like a talent charity, right? It was money getting spent on housing, production, this, that, you know, all this stuff was a kind of one-way door.
Matt Kalish would claim that the whole business model of the FaZe Clan, as far as talent management would go, is not sustainable. It's not working. He would double down by saying, you know, at one point in time, they were giving out shit tons of money. And from everything that he said, I can totally understand what he's talking about. But this is where, in my opinion, it becomes FaZe Banks' fault. Walk with me. Matt Kalish is coming in under the assumption that FaZe Clan is a household name. It has Brian James' talent. It has all these audience and eyeballs' talent. It's something there. But FaZe Banks is convincing him that in order for this new iteration to thrive and succeed, that we need to dump a bunch of money into it. We need houses. We need cameras. We need all this equipment. We need high-speed internet to the maximum value. We need cars. We need clothes. We need trips. We need all of these different things in order for these guys to make the content go. Now, the reason why this is FaZe Banks' fault is because he's playing the middle ground with Matt Kalish and the boys. In this situation, he's telling the boys, hey, y'all, I've got an opportunity. We're going to make dope content. You don't got to sign over anything. We'll worry about the financials a little bit later. But right now, we're just going to make the dopest stuff in the world. Don't worry about it. And on the other end, he's telling the CEO, Matt Kalish, that, yo, if you just dump a bunch of money into this, there's going to be a way to reap the benefits and rewards of whatever we're doing here. Just continuously fund this. Look at all these eyes. Look at all these views. It's working out perfectly fine. Never once is he sitting down and having a real conversation about the realities of, hey, this guy is pouring in a shit ton of money into you guys, and you guys need to pay him back in some real intangible way, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, didn't they have an idea as to how they were going to make money? Didn't they say that they were going to do like some sort of 80-20 split in order to, you know, recoup any of these funds and investments?
Nah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's a deal. An 80-20 split. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's a split. If they would have been working on splits, he would have been in a better position.
Matt Kalish steps out there and refutes any and every claim about that type of split.
I think the speculation was that you guys tried to sign them to some kind of 360 deal where it's like, we'll take 20% of all your money and you get to be in something like this. Is this not what happened?
Call in anyone and ask them if they got shown a deal to give them 20% of their money.
This is what the internet thinks, right?
It's fake, man. That's fake.
So you just don't think that there was a way to get money out of it. But I'm sure.
Call like Swag. Ask Swag if he was ever asked for anything. Ask Your Rage if he was ever asked for anything. Ask, do you know what I'm saying?
Now, I believe he said that in order to protect himself and his company, but also make sure that the conversation is squared on one thing and one thing only. The reason why FaZe was running into all of the losses that they were running into and potentially will run into in the future was because of one thing and one thing only: the new iteration, the content house, and how much money they were dumping into the entity.
Literally all the losses were really just tied to one thing, which was the content house. The streamer content house lost $7 million a year. And so the conversation was like, all good, but that endless funding is not going to continue into the future. So we can either come up with a way to make it sustainable or just say, let's be independent, like work on projects. You know what I'm saying? Like work on projects you want to work on. If there's some overlap, great. I don't think FaZe is anything but like forever. I just think the model was broken and it ran out of people willing to continue to lose money funding a model that had basically no revenue.
Ooh, and that's a tough pill to swallow. But ultimately, I can see how that's true. As I look through past FaZe videos and the way that they treated the house, handled and handled different opportunities and stuff like that, it makes total sense. They would host firework wars in which they would straight up destroy not only just the house, but the equipment involved, people's cars, people's clothes, all these different things. And I'm almost for certainly sure that the responsibility was supposed to be put back onto the owners of the company. And it's not like we have no reason to not believe what Matt Kalish is saying here, because we heard how the FaZe guys reacted once they had left the group and just became the boys at this point before they became the core boys. We saw their reactions to the bills that they received once management saw that they were no longer going to re-up and had to find a way to get some sort of dollars and cents out of them. The reactions on their faces and the commentary around it let me know that, yeah, there was...
All right, we're going to catch up a little bit later, y'all. I got to go be a dad. But we'll be back, and thanks for watching. Have a good morning.